never missed a night. And so somehow he just managed to get tickets and surprise me with them.
Yay! And hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Well, at least all 7 of you watching at the moment. Yes, this is the open chat. Yes, I am the Lavender Lady, Diana Clarion. Yes, that is the one, the only, the brilliant, the beautiful Bionic Dance. And here we are for your viewing and listening pleasure. How the hell are ya? Hi, honey.
I'm just right now, like, just deeply stoned.
Oh,
So,
boy.
yeah. I don't know. Today's been one of those days where I'm working on my project and I have a lot of really tedious stuff that needs doing. A lot of characters that are just walking across the screen, and that gets tedious as hell. And like another character who's got like this long thing that he says, and so I have to do a bunch of lip sync and all of that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm doing it and I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, some part of me is just screaming that I have video games that need playing. So it's like, it's one of those things where everything's competing for my attention. And so far, work has actually won, which surprises me.
Oh,
But
my.
I still haven't finished a shot yet today. So
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to do that after the show.
Oh no, a shot a day keeps the procrastination away, or something like that, right?
Yeah, but then I'd run out of rum really quickly. But no. In all seriously, though, I lost a bunch of work. I guess it was yesterday, the day before. I'd have to check Twitter because my local internet was not working, and I couldn't communicate with the render farm to have a computer rendering while I was working on another shot. So I spent most of the day getting my fucking LAN, like just diagnosing the problem was a problem, especially since the render farm computer kept crashing the modem, right?
Oh
So every
no.
time I try a solution, I'd have to reboot the modem. Eventually, I tracked it down and discovered that somehow, without my explicit consent, the firewall had gotten like really aggressive, like super
Okay.
restrictive, and it was blocking every other computer on the network. And when I found that out, the fix was easy, but diagnosing it was just such a fucking pain. So like I lost a lot of work time yesterday, and then today it's just been like this major production, and yeah. So I'm glad for the break. Let's say.
Yeah, it's gotta be boofoo when your internals get all mixed up, before you even get outside the house, or inside the house. Your internal LAN, when that gets messed up, it's gotta be horrible, horrid.
Well, I mean, it was just a matter of figuring out the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know a lot about networking. I know enough to know what an IP address is,
Yay.
that kind of thing. You could not quiz me on what it means to use this port or that port, though. I have no fucking clue. But the point is that I had to go to the Google machines and type in the error messages I was seeing and hope against hope that someone had a solution. But you know how web boards are. It's a lot of people saying, yeah, me too, yeah, me too, yeah, me too, and no one
Mm-hmm. And
answering the
yep.
problem, just a bunch
Uh-huh.
of people having it, But I eventually tracked down a solution, and like I said, it was a fairly easy fix. I just had to tell the firewall to chill.
Oh, okay then. You didn't have to pull a hammer out of the toolbox or anything like that.
Well, I was this close, but no.
Oh man, Randy says it sounds like you can use a nap. Randy, are you talking about me or Kate?
Probably me, but remember, I have a stoned voice, apparently, according to people who've heard it, and I guess it does sort of a little bit sound like me needing a nap, but I'm not tired.
Okay, I will take your word for it. Really, I will. I mean,
Although, obviously, because I'm such a fucking contrary piece of shit, now I'm tired because you guys said it and I said I'm not. No, seriously, you have no idea just how much of an asshole my brain is to me because like I'm always ready to disagree with everything even though I disagree with it. And I have to like tell my brain, "No, no, 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 they're on our side. Shut the fuck up." But my natural knee-jerk reaction is to try to find some way the person who just said something is wrong.
okay, then.
And it's very annoying. I wish my brain's like automatic defenses or whatever would chill out. It'd be
Now,
nice.
would it help to get the second order disagreement kicking in to where your brain says, okay, this is the disagree. I disagree with this person, but then the second order thing says, okay, I'm going to disagree with that disagreement, and they're really on my side. No?
Are you asking if I second guess myself?
Yeah.
It's happened. Well, like earlier today, I was on Twitter and I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about, but there was me and someone else, and actually a couple other people, where like someone had said something, I had said something, and someone else replied. And from what they said at first, it sounded like they were spoiling for a rumble. But then when I read it again, I realized, wait a minute, no, we agree. It's just their statistics are a bit more specific than mine. And I was actually really relieved that there wasn't about to be a throwdown. I was like, oh. So I said, okay, so maybe I wasn't completely right on the data, but you agree in principle, right? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, good. Drama fucking averted. Because my natural instinct at first was that they were arguing with me, but really they were expanding on the point in a way that kind of felt mildly adversarial, but probably wasn't. I mean, that's the thing is like I have to keep remembering that I can't project emotion onto what other people say because I hate it when they do that to me.
Uh-huh. And then well, I mean, seeing every other discussion you're in Twitter, it's I mean, there's going to be the adversarial thing going on anyway, so you got to watch that, right?
Yeah, and I've been responding to some high profile conservatives lately, and the responses to me have been interesting. Also, I'm getting some echo.
Oh, it's probably because I don't have my headset on. Let me take care of that. And I was hoping I could get away without it, but I guess not. One thing I may have to do is take a couple of days just to screw around with my earbuds and see if I can't get the damn things working. Because
now I want to put on my earbuds, but I'm not gonna.
There you go. Because it's what am I looking for? Yeah, it happens so easily that the headset here just starts hurting after a while, and it's not fun.
My headset, the new one I got, is actually really comfortable. I walk around outside in it. It probably looks funny because most people have earbuds in, and I'm walking around looking like an air traffic controller. But I really like it. Yeah. Anyway, I made this picture because I got so sick and tired of people going, "Why are you so angry?" And I'm like, how the fuck? I'm angry now, but I wasn't when you typed that. What the hell? And so I had to make this because this illustrates it perfectly.
Yes, you do. Oh.
So there's that.
Hi, Colleen. Happy Pride Month. Yay. Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute here.
Oh, yeah, we probably will. But yeah, it is what the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah, it's yelling and screaming on online and stuff and arguing with conservatives. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, injecting emotion into other people's text is just such a bad idea.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
well, it's like okay. Um, when people say, "Oh my gosh, you're obviously angry. I'm going to leave," and I'm like, "You do realize that I wasn't angry when we started talking, right?" Like,
Yeah.
nobody ever considers that they might be the problem. It just doesn't
Right.
come up. You
Right.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I try to not be the problem in the first place. Thus, the thing we just discussed, where I realized, oh wait a minute, this guy ain't against me. We're on the same side. I'll just, yeah, and it worked. But then you get these other people that are so not on the same side, and I don't know.
And then we have Jackson over here saying Shatner is cool. So okay, you're gonna set him on fire, right?
I'm afraid I must. Yes. Um, I'm gonna have to activate the Jewish space lasers now. Although, as I understand it, Shatner is Jewish,
Yes, he is.
so
And
they might not
so,
affect him. Is my point. Though he is French Canadian, so that might have an effect too.
well, I don't know. The whole thing is that yeah, he's French Canadian, so he might not have the Iron Dome activated because I think you have to be Israeli for that one, right?
Now,
Okay.
whatever the hell you just said, I'm assuming Iron Dome is some Cold War thing.
Oh, it's the Israeli missile defense system.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
Hamas can't
I
even
don't
get
know.
rocks through it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is like it's only until recently that I even bothered paying attention because, like with the whole bombing of little kids thing, I wasn't okay
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
But like honestly, I don't if it weren't for the possibility of nuclear weapons and the fact that kids are getting killed, I'd say, you know what, let's just get out of there and let them fuck each other blind until someone emerges victorious and just deal with that asshole. Because we really don't have any business being there
Right.
unless it's oil or religion. And neither of those are good enough reasons.
Well, Israel has no oil. That was what was so funny about Hitchens' remark in the one debate where you have the whole the U.S. going all gaga and everything over the one area of the Middle East that has no oil, and he was of course referring to Israel right there.
Mm.
Um,
I
and
I don't understand the United States' hard on for Israel. I mean, if it's not religion, I don't know what it is, and if it is religion, I'm not equipped to understand that.
I don't know either. I have no freaking idea at all what it
I mean,
is that the U.S. sees in Israel. Yeah.
it has to be religion. It has to be. I can't because the people who are most rabidly in favor of Israel are all also pretty rabidly religious.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know quite a few hardcore Catholics who are all rah rah Israel, and I think every Orthodox Jew I know is all rah rah Israel.
Well, yeah, I mean, my mom's side of the family is Jewish, and just, by definition, axiomatically, they're going to be pro-Israel. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I have a difficult time with the whole "my country right or wrong" type mentality. I
Mm-hmm.
can't be like that, but I guess I kind of get it. I can empathize a little.
I did
I don't
s- I did see an article, however, earlier today that there may be some rumblings going on where there might be some weak attempt at a coalition to oust Netanyahu. I don't know.
That guy's name really makes me laugh.
Okay.
I keep wanting to take like Netanyahu and turn it into like Netan Yeehaw or something, you know. It's just he's got a funny name. I mean, that's what else can I say? It makes me laugh.
Okay.
It's like you know, okay, I'm gonna get online and use like a fairly archaic browser to do it. So net on Yahoo.
There you go. There you
You know, that
go.
kind of thing. That's where my brain goes every time I hear his name. It's kind of like every time I see that one dude, Fareed Zakaria. I keep thinking he looks like Chet from Weird Science after he got turned into that weird blob thing.
I don't know if I know the reference.
Fareed Zakaria, he's like a news guy on like fucking MSNBC or one of those.
Oh,
And
no.
he
No
looks
wonder I don't
just like
know.
Chet from Weird Science.
Okay. Um,
Oh, I'll do this faster than you at it. Okay. Yeah, there's a good one.
you found it?
Copy. Yeah, of course I did. I'm awesome.
Of
All
course you
right.
are.
So is it
Ah, okay, yeah.
here? All right. So it may not be super PC to say it, but you know, if I then pull up Chet from Weird Science, you'll sort of see a little bit what I mean. Copy image, and that's not what's supposed to be there. That's
No, we're gonna get plenty of that all month, and we'll get to that later
there.
too, kids. Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
every time I see Fareed Zakaria, I see that. I can't help it. And I mean, so like, there's a lot of unattractive famous people. Is my point.
Yeah, yeah, she's got a point. She's got a point. Oh, look at that. My AGC is all the way down in the basement
Ah,
already.
you got lots louder all of a
Yes, I
sudden.
did.
Oh, stop it.
Well, what I've
I'm
got.
finding it hard to turn off the Valley Girl voice.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe it's just a side effect of the weed.
Okay, maybe, maybe.
Eh,
Uh,
Ow, stop that. We talked about whistling into the microphone.
yeah, but I'm 3 feet away from it. Oh well.
Okay, so turn your head in a different direction. We'll still hear it, and you don't have to puff down the pipe. Jeepers.
Alrighty, well, we'll try to do that, and we will
I
see.
mean, I know of the two of us, I'm the only one who went to film school, but geez, you should know how to use a microphone by now.
That's interesting over here. I just watched my AGC kick itself up. I've never seen
Okay.
that happen before.
Hmm.
Oh well.
No, I know what it is. It's the chip. It's
Well.
activated. Your 5G has been activated.
Okay, okay. I was
Yeah.
wait. I thought I had another week to go.
Well, you know, everyone's biology is different.
Okay, all right. Cause
Some reactions may vary.
yeah, she's got a point there. Cause I no, I didn't think that I was going to have it activated until this weekend. Friday will
Well,
be 2 weeks.
bonus, eh?
All right. Yeah,
Uh,
that's why I don't mind going to the arts festival this year. I guess they're going to have here in Pittsburgh. They have an annual arts festival every. They do have an annual arts festival every year. Yeah, that's usually the way you do annual arts festivals. Although they the plague did put a kink in that last year.
yeah,
Um,
it did a lot of that, didn't it?
yes, it did.
I
Um,
like I feel sorry for those poor fuckers who trained their entire childhood to be like a sports athlete type, and then the
wow.
Olympics get canceled. You know,
Yeah,
I mean that's gotta suck pretty hard.
definitely hard. Um, and then,
You know,
well, I saw something earlier today, and I don't know what exactly this means. They said something about somebody wants the Olympics in Japan canceled, but they don't think it's going to happen. So, was it not officially canceled last year? Just postponed?
Um, I don't know. I saw something where like the Japanese themselves were really adamant about not canceling.
Okay, okay.
Or maybe they were really adamant about canceling. They were really adamant about one or the other.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know
like
which.
they were, whichever direction it was, they were not neutral.
And Colleen is really bummed about the Olympics.
You
Um,
know, never really been into the Olympics myself.
my
I
sister,
don't know.
my sister had Olympic dreams, but nothing ever came of it.
I remember being very not impressed by Tanya Harding or Nancy
Ah,
Kerrigan for that
right,
matter.
right.
But, of course, I don't like winter anyway. The Summer Olympics, I mean, they're interesting. Although there are some things that people do at the Olympics where I'm like, why the frick is that an Olympic event? I mean, they have Olympic events, for God's sake. You know, there's like Olympic chess and Olympic lawn darts and fucking, all of that stuff. And what is that weird ass one where you ski and you shoot and you ski and you shoot and you do some other thing that I can't remember what it is? You know what I'm
Oh,
talking about?
I think, is that the triathlon or something like that?
Wait, no, I don't think so. Because the triathlon is like you run and then you bike and then you swim.
Okay, I do know what
Is
you're
the
talking about. I
triathlon.
just don't know what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did this get to be an Olympic sport? How did this get to be a sport in the first place where people said, okay, hunting isn't enough and riding a horse or skiing isn't enough. We got to put them together. But you can't do them at the same time, but we want them to be part of the same sport. So you do them separately but together. All right, go.
Well, I don't know. You know, the thing is that the Olympic Games are part of the art of war, or at least they were, when the Greeks were doing that sort of thing. And you can look at the skis, shoot, and whatever the hell else they were doing, sort of as the art of war, because hell, I mean, this was what they were doing in Norway. I mean, they still do, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Sure.
Oh,
I say we bring back gladiators.
okay. Shadow Katie says biathlon, a Nordic skiing event in which the competitors combine cross country skiing and rifle shooting. Mm-hmm.
No, but there was another one though. It was like it wasn't just the biathlon. There was a third thing in there. I swear there was. Like maybe there's the biathlon, but then there's the biathlon plus this other thing.
Okay, okay.
I swear it's like fucking horse riding or something goes along with it.
Hmm. I forget because I mean it's been so long since I've watched an Olympic Games.
Well, I don't know.
Uh,
But I don't know what it is. But yeah, um, and oh, maybe it is just the biathlon. I'm not remembering rightly. I know what'll find it. There was this old PC game that was like Winter Games, and they had it. It is the biathlon. Okay.
okay. Now, did you watch Olympic curling?
I've seen curling on television. I don't know if it was Olympic or not. I lived close to Canada when I was a kid. I saw a lot of Canadian TV and curling was included. I don't know if it was Olympic.
Okay, Randy says my favorite sport is broad jumping, but it's a private sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
My, oh my, oh my. I wanted to actually get around to taking part in curling, but God, it was expensive. Because
Yeah, I heard those rock thingies are really spendy.
that too. Yeah, my boss was a member of a curling club back when I was working at one of the software houses, and I looked into it, and it was more cash than I had available to spend. Just I mean to join the club and to maintain a membership. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I don't necessarily know what the fuck curling even is. Like it looks like shuffleboard on
Yes, yes,
ice.
that's pretty much what it is.
And that why is that fun?
Well, I mean, there are people who think all sorts of strange things are fun.
Yeah, some people listen to Barry Manilow and mean it.
I dated somebody like that once.
Quite frankly, I'm surprised you aren't that someone. I bet you like Gershwin.
I don't mind Gershwin. I don't mind Gershwin at
Ugh,
all. Yeah.
I find Gershwin annoying.
There was some Gershwin going on the alarm clock this morning when the clock radio went off.
Weirdo.
Thank you.
Not that kind of weirdo. The kind of weirdo that makes people cross the street.
Yeah, everybody does that anyway. I mean, shit.
Because you're a weirdo, silly. If you weren't such a weirdo, they might not do it. I mean, like, really, God, you could just be normal like me. I mean, come on.
There you go.
That's
Could
gonna
you
drive people away, isn't it? That voice.
could you just see me as a valley girl? I don't think that would work.
No,
No, that would not work.
I don't know if I can see me as one either. Like, I could do the clothing and the side ponytail and everything, and it would still look silly. I think. I don't know. I
Oh
just
my.
yeah. I don't know.
I don't know nothing.
Well, we know that.
I know nothing. Nothing.
I can speak English. I learned it from a book. Thing is, I have that on a t-shirt, but I'm almost afraid to wear it because I'm worried people won't get the reference and think I'm like dissing on Mexicans or something.
Oh my.
And I mean, maybe no one would ever think that in a million years, but I don't want anyone to accidentally think it. And then
Right.
I mean, maybe it'd be good if it meant I sort of inadvertently introduced them to Faulty Towers, which is a fucking great show. But, at the same time, I don't want the headache. So I just sort of like use that shirt as what, like, when you have that shirt where you're not necessarily wearing anything else under it and you just walk around like it's PJs.
Yeah, okay then. Mm.
One of those.
Yeah, but then again, you have the whole thing going on. Cleese didn't exactly endear himself to a lot of trans kids earlier today.
What the hell did he say this time?
Well, this time he said, what was it? I am not all that interested in trans people. I mean, I like them. I want them to get on with their lives and be happy, but I have other things to spend my time and effort on. And yeah, just Twitter kind of blew up over that one.
Well, I mean, why? Like, no one's obligated to be a warrior for trans people when they're not one.
Right. Absolutely.
It's like he said, hey, happy you're happy.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I
what's
looked
so terrible?
I looked at what he wrote, and I didn't have a big problem with it. Well, of course, I'm easy, not cheap at all, by the way, but I am easy. Just write
Well,
that down and keep that in mind. Um, but I guess there are a lot of people out there who think that you have to steadfastly promote whatever their interest is. I mean, if you're trans, then everybody has to be a trans warrior, or if you're whatever, then they have to be a whatever warrior or whatever it is. And I understand that some people have other priorities. As long as you're not actively kicking my arse, I'm not gonna be all that displeased with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to leave me the fuck alone-istan.
There we are. There we are.
You know, I mean, that's all I want from conservatives is for them to say, yeah, you can like just go be a lesbian over there and we'll go be fundy fuckwits over here and no one has to meet each other ever again. But you know, they will be the ones who will be like, yeah, but you have to move, not us.
Yeah. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
And I'll be like, fine, give me Hawaii, bitches. But they won't.
It's our America. It's our America that we stole from the people who were already here when we got here.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my, oh
I
my.
love that one meme that was going around. They're like, wow, you know, a pandemic and Trump and murder hornets. It's almost like this country is built on an Indian burial wait.
Yeah. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Wait a minute, what do we have over here? Oh, okay, I see what's happening. Mage said, I was listening to someone interviewing Steven Crowder. Crowder was talking about getting kicked from YouTube. I wanted to know how much is the real him and how much is an act. He really does go on half truths as the real him. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, what I'm going to do is say that, like, no matter how many times people have mentioned Steven Crowder, I cannot remember which the frick one he is. I've probably responded to him and don't remember which one he is.
Well, if memory serves me correctly, he's the one in the meme at the table with, whatever, and then change my mind.
Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. I just looked up his picture and okay.
Uh huh.
Sure. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think his Does he still have that program, Louder with Crowder, or something like that?
I really don't know.
Okay, Mage also says, but being a fundy fuck would require them to get in other people's business. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about being a fundy. Stepping on other people's toes is required.
Yeah. And the thing is that I'm fairly certain they believe that if they don't do it to us, we'll be doing it to them. And so they stomp even harder because they have to win this fight they've created.
Yes, at the very least, I mean, oh, think of the children. And it's like, jeez, man, I am not going to turn your kid trans. As a matter of fact, if your kid comes to me and says, I think I may be trans, I'm going to say, are you sure? Do you know what you're getting yourself into? I mean, really. I mean, we were talking about this in the green room before the show started. You folks in the audience there, and I was hoping against hope that I was a cross-dresser. I was hoping that it was a hobby. Because, as someone said in an interview that I saw years ago, no, I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want to be transsexual. Those people go through hell, and he was right. So no, I have no intention,
Stop
kids.
that.
What?
Sorry, she was nuzzling the microphone.
Oh, move beef. Yeah, I have no intention of converting your kids. Okay, and I think most of us are that way.
You know, like, granted, it'd be a lot easier if I had the power to make people lesbians when they're not. But, you know, I can't and don't want to because well, I mean, that's one thing is all those conservatives who tried to say, oh, they're going to make your kids gay. I'm like, no, it's just, we can't do that. And we don't believe that you can. We don't believe that you can
Right.
like choose your sexuality.
Right.
So, like as much as you believe that we are out to get your kids, we don't believe we can do the things you say we can do.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are listening, if any of you are listening into this show, Kate and I can turn your kids gay about as easily as you can turn us straight. Think about that one for a while.
Actually, probably be a lot easier to turn their kids gay. I mean, they wouldn't have to mean it. They just have to do it on camera for like a bunch of months.
Okay.
Because I am very convinced that, like, what they call lesbian porn, what little of it I've seen, yeah, those are straight girls paid to be gay.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah.
So there's that, but whatever. I'm just saying is like your straight kid is much more likely to be gay for pay than I ever will to be straight for what rhymes with money and 8. For pieces of 8. There we go.
There we go. I mean, there is a recognized, what do you want to call it, condition called facultative homosexuality. In other words, you're horny and all there is a bunch of guys around. So, okay, sausage fest. But, something you wouldn't normally do, but in that situation, you take what you can get. Like prison, for example.
Oh, I am so glad I'm demisexual.
Yeah, huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the guys who will fuck just about anything with a pulse. I mean, I can tell you about that shit. I was trying to be a guy for a while. Oh, man.
I don't know. I don't get why people feel it's their business. It's like, who's being harmed? The worst that will come of it is you have to know that there's people out there who exist and are like happy living lives that aren't like yours. That's what it really comes down to, is these people are just scared of the other, whatever the other happens to be this week. And it does seem to change based on like what they think they can get away with as far as hatred. It's like when the fight against women was clearly lost, then the fight against black people was clearly lost, and then the fight against gays clearly lost. Now they've moved on to trans people, and it's like, there's this big festival of hate, and I don't get it.
Yeah, well, they've got to have some enemy. Because without an enemy, what good is life,
But I mean, that's the thing, is like, I still don't understand that burning need for a foe. It makes no sense to me at all. Like when I feel that need, I turn to a video game. These people turn on their fellow citizens. I don't get it.
Yep. Oh my, and I am not liking it, not one little bit. To quote Dr. Slice, but I don't know. As far as that stuff goes, what are you gonna do? I forget what it was that I was gonna say. So, oh well.
See, the problem is there's what are you gonna do, and then there's what do I want to do.
Yes.
And what I want to do would be humane, but maybe not fair exactly, but it would be for the greater good. That's one thing that I'm really getting tired of from the Democrats, is that they just don't seem willing to think more about results than about, like, I don't know, appearances, I guess. But they seem to sacrifice the needs of the people for their image or something.
Okay, and I don't even know if they're all in to the appearances or not. It's I almost wonder if they understand that we see, most of us anyway, see through them, and they don't give a shit. Um, to where they are just all nice and comfy, and they just don't care what anybody thinks.
Well, no, see, the problem is they have to care because they do have to audition for their job every couple of years. So there's that. But also, like, there's a lot of people out there who feel a lot of like pressure and need out there. And yet the government refuses to do a damn thing to help them. And after a while that gets a little old.
Yes,
That gets a little
yes.
stale. And I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't know where I was going with that. I had somewhere I was going to go with that, and I don't remember.
I'd like to go somewhere better, but I don't think we're getting anywhere that way. Um, I don't know. Well, you very rightly call me a cynic,
Yeah.
so I don't know what my commentary is worth on this particular topic. That's the word I'm looking for. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm personally thinking that we're pretty much headed for the shitter damn soon. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I'd like
Well,
to be wrong. I want to be wrong. Are you guys out there listening? I want to be wrong. I don't know that I am.
well, I don't know how long we have left because I think that the environment may be past that point of no return. But if it's not, we're still going to need a bunch of people to get their heads out of their asses. And that's going to be the really uphill battle. I mean, I still don't know whether Ocasio Cortez meant everything she said or if she was full of shit. Did she get taken in by Washington culture or was she always a puss bag? You know?
I don't know. I'm looking back and I'm thinking that to me she appeared sincere when she first ran. I don't know what's happened since then.
Well, something's changed. She, at one point, like she's on camera saying she is happy to be a one term politician if it means she gets stuff done. And now it seems like she really wants to build that career in Washington. Like she
Uh-huh.
got sucked in somehow.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that
Because she
is.
was supposed to be like our hope.
Yeah.
And it turns out she was just one of them all along.
And that's what really makes me want to cry. And oh, by the way, Jerome Rome Demon says, Bionic Dance, tell us about demisexuals, please.
Oh yeah, it's basically you don't really get interested in sex until you've fallen in love with who someone is. Basically, like your motor doesn't even start to crank until that happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, and I know that feeling all too well.
Columbia,
Um,
stop nuzzling the microphone, you silly muppet. It's not even 5 p.m. It's not food time. Chill, baby.
hmm.
Silly cat. Light you on fire.
Oh my! I'm hearing Jose Feliciano in the background there.
Huh? What are you talking about? Who the hell's that?
Oh, that was someone who covered a song called "Come On, Baby, Light My Fire."
Oh, isn't that Jim Morrison?
Yeah, that's who did it originally. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So why Enrique, what's his face?
Well, he covered it.
Yes, but why did you go there?
Um, I don't know. I guess his distinctive, shall we say, style is what entered my brain first.
Okay, because I never heard of the guy, but if you said Jim Morrison, I would have gone, oh, okay, I guess I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you like making obscure references, so I have to ask you what you're talking about, and then you get to explain.
Well, Feliciano is the guy who recorded that one Christmas song, Feliz Navidad.
I know that song all too well.
Yeah, it's same guy.
Thought that was like Perry Como or something.
Did he do that one? Oh,
I don't know. Someone did. I don't pay attention
obviously.
to those guys. I don't pay attention to people from that era. So, I mean, I'm not even sure I could pick Perry Como out of a lineup from like other people, anybody else actually.
The Barber of Cannonsburg.
Hello.
Perry Como was a barber in Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania, before he became a singer.
Oh, I thought you were making reference to that Seville fucker.
Kind of in a roundabout way, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Ow!
my!
Jesus,
Oh,
Harold Price, stop that. That, like, seriously, it causes pain when you whistle into the microphone.
oh my! Okay, I has to do something with the find a different place to put that microphone or something. Damn it!
Or just don't bloody whistle. Restrain thyself.
Oh, okay. Um, okay, so Randy is headed to the store.
Give me some Red Bull, will ya?
Yeah, Jackson wants some beer. And Mage says we have more than two choices, but yeah, nobody gets that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know. I really just don't know.
What, Columbia? You can't possibly be, well, yes, you can be hungry already, but you're not getting food until later.
Kitties is always
Actually,
hungry, don't you know that?
really, really close to food time, it's true. But you're still gonna have to wait, you little brat.
Oh my! And then
Don't
there's
get me wrong, I still love you, but
a
but
kid. There's a kitty over here who discovered the potted catnip. Took her long
pop.
enough.
Ow, Columbia, why would you do that?
I felt like it.
Ah, you little butt munch.
Yes.
Such a
Artie!
treat now.
How's Artie?
Hey, what's up,
Yay!
fella? How you doing?
Oh my. Hello, 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 hello. Yay. Artie says he's down to 4. Okay.
For what?
Must mean beers.
Oh, on the wall for bottles of. Anyway,
Oh man. Yeah, that's the one we were singing on the choir tour of New England. On the tour bus. We were singing a million bottles of beer on the wall.
it would be funny if there was like one of those, fat lady sings opera concerts, and like, they open it with some piece of shit song like that, you know.
There you are.
Oh,
Uh
God, no, very Bush, that or something. I don't know. And the audience gets uncomfortable as they sing this
huh.
nursery rhyme in full opera voice. What the fuck's going on here? I paid for that Figaro guy, and now, this isn't exactly Seville now, is it? you know,
Oh my.
and we might fight about it, thus a civil war. But the
Yeah.
point being that, well, they'd be confused, and it would make me laugh that they're confused. It'd be like being in a flash mob.
Yes.
And then you do the actual concert, but really sarcastically.
I don't know. Sometimes I think it's almost too bad flash mobs went out of fashion. I don't know. Is it?
Well, kinda. I've only seen one or two. I was in one once.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, it's a shame. I thought it'd be fun, but it's probably like illegal or something. When the pandemic started, to get some people together and just pretend to sneeze in a public place like all at once.
Oops. Yeah, that
Yeah,
might be
that would have
illegal.
been bad, but it would have also been really funny. YouTube fodder, let's put it that way.
Hmm. Man,
So,
I would not mind conducting an orchestral flash mob, but it's not going to happen.
mm, I think a cappella flash mobs would be cool.
Yeah, there have been a few that I've seen, filmed that have worked out pretty well.
And there was that one episode of How I Met Your Mother where Marshall had made friends with like a high school band, a marching band, and so when he was meeting Lily at the airport, and she was showing up with his beer. He showed up with this orchestra, and they were like playing New Year's music because it was New Year's. And then he was like, "Oh crap! I have to bring one every time now, don't I?" Because it was like the beer was the tradition, and now it's the marching band and the beer, and they keep building on these traditions and stuff. But it was kind of funny watching Lily's face as like one guy starts up with like a trombone or some shit, and then she's like watching him, and then someone else joins in, and she's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then Marshall walks out into her view, and she's like, "Oh," and then she was really happy about it.
Yay. Yay, 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 yay.
It was a fun episode. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Man,
Yeah.
I like the one in Czechoslovakia of Janacek's Opus 61, where you start getting the orchestral folks coming out of the stores in a shopping mall, all assembling, um, and doing this whole thing. And it's just the way it starts out with the brass, and then the conductor shows up, and then you've got more people coming in. And I love that sort of thing. What can I tell you?
No. I always thought it was kind of like copping out to name your piece of music like Opus 32 or Concerto number 4. I'm like, dude, be a little more creative. Put some thought into it. Love on the Mist or something. She left her heart in Sheffield. Give it a name, you fucker. You know? Would it be so terrible to name your music? It always bothered me. I'm just saying.
Oh my. Well, actually, when you see something that's, has something like Opus 61 or something like that, that's the publisher did that one. That's
So
the
what? Like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony actually has a name that nobody else knows.
well, I mean, no, it doesn't have it doesn't have a name. Um Although, for example, the Third Symphony does. It's called the Eroica, which is the heroic symphony. But
Okay, but
the Fifth Symphony doesn't have a name all its own.
henceforth it shall be known as da 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 dum.
Mataboliki. Yeah.
I mean, because like seriously, that's copping out. That's like when the pioneers and the settlers came over to this land and they decided to name everything new place from England. You know, New York, oh my gosh, a lot of thought went into that. New Jersey, oh my gosh. It's like everything is named after some place in fucking England. New Hampshire. It's like put some thought into naming your music. That's all.
Oh, my mage says, I call this I shit on the toilet in B minor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a B flat major joke in there somewhere, but
there you go. Yeah.
It's like what you get when you throw a piano down a mine shaft, don't you? A flat minor.
There you are. Yeah.
That joke is old as shit, and I know I've told it to you before.
Or the pile of shit on a piano stool, Beethoven's last movement.
Oh. Well, you know what Spock found in the Enterprise's bathroom, right? The captain's log. Yeah,
Log!
You never do see like the John on a starship, like much less a Starfleet ship. You never see them in the loo, do ya?
Nope.
I don't know what a Star Trek can looks like.
Oh my. Who was it that put the Star Trek technical manual together? On the deck plans of the original Enterprise, you just put the usual commodes.
Oh, that seems lame.
Yeah, it does.
Like there should be something where when you take a dookie, it goes into like some transporter matrix that sends it into the hydroponics bay to be used as fertilizer or some crap.
There you are.
It should be something high tech and futuristic-y. And there should be count them, 3 seashells.
Or at the very least, something like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force came up with years later. Yeah, I mean, where this thing, the crapper had a jet engine hooked up to it.
Ran on methane, did it?
Yeah, I think so.
Here's a weird question. Like,
yes,
you know how in Britain they say methane instead of methane, right? Well, do they have meth addicts?
I almost wonder.
They have people taking methadone.
I have to wonder because
oh my gosh, he's tripping on crystal meth.
Yeah, because that
doesn't make sense to me.
That substitution does come up in many things besides methane. Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder. I don't know. I think of things, and sometimes they're weird.
Well, that's what endears you to me, dear.
No. But
and then Mage says, I'm not sure I'd say Biden is doing all right just because he's doing better than Trump. I mean, even dog food would taste great if you're starving.
That's a very low bar to clear, that is.
And it don't.
But I look on the bright side. It's only another, 2 or 3 months before my robot shows up.
Yay. Yay.
Yay! I'm looking forward to it. My parents are going to visit again in August.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. So your robot and your parents are going to show up at about the same time.
And then the other robot, yes. Is nice. Yeah, well, this time my mom's going to show up too with my dad.
Oh, boy.
So that'll be a thing, we'll see how that goes.
Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. That sounds like a whole bunch of fun. Yeah, I'm looking at my future finances and trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. Yeah, I'd like to see if I couldn't get out to Fort Wayne and pay a visit to Artie, but we'll see what's up and see what happens.
Yeah, I want to travel too, but the thing I've wondered, what do I do with the pets? I can't be away for very long.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I mean, as far as that goes, if I could make it out to Fort Wayne, I'd be driving, so I could might be able to take her with me as long as she could get along with the puppies. But then again, I'd only be coming out for only be going out for a weekend or so, and she could kind of make it on her own. She's been alone that long already.
Well, I haven't really left Xander in Colombia alone for more than a few hours. I haven't been away for a whole day since lockdown started.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So there could be some separation anxiety. There's mine either way. But so I mean I don't know. It's like cats and travel not for very long at a time cuz cats,
Mm-hmm.
you
Oh
know.
man, I will not soon forget the look on the little one's face um, when I paid my friend a visit downtown, and unplanned, we were talking and talking and talking, and suddenly it's like 2:30 in the morning, and it's like, okay, I think I know where I'm spending the night. And I come in the next morning, and Sylvia is looking at me with a look on her face. I mean, if that cat could, spit daggers, that's what she was doing. And it's like, where have you been?
Yeah, I've had that look from Xander, not so much Columbia.
Dai o Korostu.
Of course, Xander has like the best I'm terrified face, which is not what you want, because then I want to see it more. Uh,
We'll start streaming. All
uh,
right. Okay, we've got that, and we've got that. Let me look at the live streaming on the side there.
wow. Kate yawned.
Wait a minute. I want to do this over here. Oh, okay. Uh,
Oh my
uh,
gosh. Well, apparently Colleen says they were audible, but you're hunting and pecking, and it's just grating.
Okay, so let's see. Tommy, can you hear us? Tommy, can you see us? Because that would be kind of nice if they could. This hasn't happened the way this just did in a long time, so I'm unfortunately kind of disappointed that it did. Maybe it's because I talked about it earlier. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't like me. Oh my! But if they can hear us and stuff, all right. So you're doing all right. This is good.
That they hear us both.
Oh
What?
my! Yay! So this is a good thing. I certainly hope it's a good
Meow.
thing. Meow, 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 meow,
Say
meow,
it
meow,
again,
meow, meow,
Bobby.
meow,
I
meow,
dare you. Say it again. You feel,
meow.
you feel lucky, cat? Well, do you? There's your,
Oh my.
you
Okay.
silly muppet.
I wonder what does that. I wonder what really does that. I know what you think does that, but I wonder what does that really and truly. Because
I
it's,
wonder who wrote the book of love.
yeah. I mean, it seems to be a problem with Google Meet, but
Nah,
I'm not
it's
sure.
not a. It's problem with Google Vegan
There you go. Yep, 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 yep.
and Linux.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Ah, it had to.
Yep.
Had
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my, but is that good? And okay, hopefully everything is great, and hopefully it's going to stay good for a while. At least it didn't take that long to get us back on the air. Shit, man.
Feed cats be back.
Oh yay,
Yeah.
yay! Kitties are
Come
eating. Yum 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 yum.
on, Xander, move.
I don't know. Some people's kitties they have to eat and stuff like that. You know, I don't know.
And then they don't just keep it inside them, do they?
No, no, it's got to come out the other end and all that stuff. And thank you for reminding me. I need to clean the cat box. Oh my, oh my. Yeah, it's amazing how much crap one kitty can shit out, you know.
Well, I have two of them.
Although I will say this much, the the IAMS, you know, the higher end kitty food produces less waste than that cheap shit stuff I used to get her. So it actually kind of works out. The she needs less, you know, she needs to eat less, and she shits less. So I'm actually spending less on cat litter and maybe the same amount or maybe a little bit less on cat food.
Oh, get over here, you little rat.
Hey, Von Rick! Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Von Rick is in hospital. Yeah, Colleen, that's the one. Now, wait, did you tell us about this already, Von Rick?
The
Or
hell's going on?
say what?
The hell's going on?
Von Rick is in hospital. His recovery is going well. What I cannot remember is whether he forewarned us or if this is emergency.
They finally removed that conjoined twin.
Yeah, I wonder.
I mean, I don't know what happened. Was why are you in the hospital?
Yeah,
Horse
'cause
brutality.
okay, so Shadow Kitty's Freddy Kitty does not know how to use a litter box.
Huh.
He was feral as a little guy and can only go outside. Okay. Never heard of that before.
On Twitter, like a month or two ago, someone was like talking about their dog and how, like, she went outside. It was great. And I said, good girl. And I was like, no one calls me good girl when I shit outside.
Okay, so Von Rick's back surgery. Oh my word. Okay.
Are we having something taken out or inserted?
He didn't say. He just said to help the mobility. I feel you. Oh my word, honey. I hope
So you're saying
everything.
you didn't have enough ability, you needed mobility.
Yes, pretty much. I hope everything
Okay.
works out well with this.
I hope you can work out well with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, that's the interesting thing that I was telling Kate in the green room before the show started. I'm sure you
Don't
guys.
listen, it wasn't that interesting.
Okay. I'm sure you guys know about my spinal woes. Oh, inserted. Oh my, oh my, oh my. What, a titanium rod? One of
Mm.
those deals? Um, but
Now, when you said back, no, go on.
yeah, the way things go with me, for some reason, I don't know how it works. But today's thing was pretty much the way things normally go. Before the show started, I was in horrible pain. But as the time for the show came up, the pain lessened. I am not in pain at the moment. But when the show ends, I'm going to be in pain again. Don't ask me
Oh,
why. I have no idea.
yeah, you did talk about that. I said it's me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got
Like
that.
it's yeah, I've got a power that I got from the vaccine. It's not a voluntary thing, but I can keep people from feeling pain for a while. But when I leave, it comes back with interest. So it's a mixed blessing.
Okay, then sort of like a mixed drink.
No, nothing like it.
Okay, not titanium, but rods. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I hope it works. I really freaking do, because yeah, you do not deserve to be immobile.
Yeah.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
So so like um dang, had thing to say, don't remember now.
Okay, brain fart.
It's too early for this, Kate.
You falling asleep on me? I don't
Well, I'm
know.
yawning. I don't know what it means, but I'm like yawning. I mean, come on. It's just yawn. Sha, like really? I mean, God.
you are just too.
As
You are just too good at that. You know.
I'm an 80s kid. What do you want from me? I grew up where like every cartoon had someone doing that voice.
Oh my. Mm. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. But you do remind me, Von Rick. Thank you. Um, I need to get to the local phlebotomist and get some blood drawn so it can go to my nephrologist, and then I can see him on the 18th, and he can tell me that he wants me on dialysis, and I can tell him to go suck the business end of an extension cord. Oh my.
Do extension cords have business ends?
Yeah.
Because it seems to me that if you sucked on the business end of an extension cord, you'd actually be sucking on the part that goes into the wall. And so what you'd end up doing is nothing.
Well.
All it would do is get moist, and that's it. Moist.
Moist.
Yeah. So, like, really, what you want them to do is to plug the business end into the wall and stick their tongue into the pleasure end.
Okay.
Well, if one end's business, what's the other end? God damn it!
Okay, so he says on pain meds, not easy to chat, but nice to see my 4G service doing something for me. Yay!
Right
Let's hear
on.
it for 4G.
Oons, oons, oons.
Moo.
Yeah.
And Jackson says America is really a stupid country full of stupid people, and we have to bribe and beg people to take a free vaccine. Yeah, pretty much.
It's really so fucking stupid because, like, I went the other way. I was almost ready to pay to get the vaccine. You know?
Uh,
I was like, dude, sign me the hell up. I want this fucker right now. You know? Stick it in me, big boy.
Somehow those are words I never thought I'd hear from you.
But like, you know, I was like calling left and right to get the damn vaccine. Now there's these idiots who won't take it because they're scared.
Hey,
We don't trust it. We don't get the sign.
you've
Just saying.
you've seen the video, haven't you, of the guy trying to bribe his daughter to not take the vaccine?
I don't think I saw the video, but I heard the story.
Okay, I mean, it really gets to me because I think this guy was sincere. I think he really was terrified that the vaccine was going to kill his wife and kids. But I have to wonder how many are really, truly, sincerely terrified, and how many of them are just 4-year-olds who don't want to do what they're told.
I think most of them are the latter.
Mm.
Well, because like, what I've encountered from right wingers is this real aversion to following orders, which is weird because they're also the people who are religious and go into the military the most.
Uh
It's
huh.
like they don't want anyone in charge of them when they didn't choose that person to be in charge of them.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out what their what's the word for it rationale is, but you may have it right there. It's, yeah, they didn't subject themselves to the authority, therefore they don't want it.
Well, but that's the thing is like I think it goes the other way actually, is when they choose the authority, they obey it hardcore. But when they haven't, they say, you're not the boss of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's really like the chosen leader that matters more. Like,
Uh,
because all of those people, they I mean, they said that we don't give a fuck about the Republican Party. It's Trump.
yeah,
That's what they said.
yeah, uh-huh.
You know, and so at that point, it's like, well, your loyalty is to this demagogue to whom you've pledged yourselves, not even to an ideal, to this person.
Yes,
You know,
that's
but
the
but
scary part.
let anyone else try to tell them what to do, even if it's the rightest of right things, and they will go, no, you're not the boss of me.
Yeah, I mean, I have to wonder, were Trump to reverse himself and say, okay, everybody go get the vaccine, would they do it? And I have to wonder, that they just might. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't think so. Just because, like, you know, they'll probably go, yeah, but Fauci, though, they'll find some way to say no. What I wonder
Yes, dear.
is whether they would have done it if Trump had said get vaccinated from the beginning.
Okay. Okay.
Because like some people, they don't even say, oh, it's just to stick it to the libs. A lot of them do, but some don't. For some of them, they do seem to genuinely have a certain amount of hesitancy due to the science. Mind you, the science is really in for anybody who's done even a scrap of homework. But
Yeah.
but for these people, these like self-imposed ignoramuses, that's not going to happen. I don't know.
Hi,
It
Hereticals. Great to see you. Welcome aboard. We've got a brand new person here, and yes, I'm doing fairly well. I hope you're doing reasonably well. Yay! 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 Yay!
yeah, that too.
God, I'm
I
weird.
like it when things are worthy of yays.
Yes, many much yays. Yays are
Although there are
good.
some things that are definitely worthy of a hearty nay.
Some horses I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean horses.
Okay. Just checking.
I meant other things.
Okay then. Is go for there.
Yeah.
My Colleen says I think a lot of people would have got it had he said it from the start, and also goes for wearing a mask. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if man, if only he hadn't been that much of a dick.
Well, he's Trump.
Cause well, I know, but if only, I mean, imagine how many people wouldn't be dead right now.
Whew. Yeah, like a cool 500,000.
And like an idiot, I decided to start reading The Stand.
Okay. Oh. Atheist pastor. Okay, now I've got it. Welcome aboard, honey. Yay! Let's do something about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that, and then yay, we've got that going. Great to have you. I just didn't recognize the name, of course. So great to have you here, and stuff and things. Oh my word, we've got 10 people watching.
Wow,
It's gonna not,
that's like
yeah,
nine more than usual.
pretty much. I mean, we've been on the air for almost an hour and a half. Yeah, we usually drive everybody away by now.
Well, I think they're
uh,
just here because they know I'm like really stoned and they want to see what shit'll do next.
there you go. There you go.
Or maybe I'm just flattering myself.
Yes, you are.
It's better than flattening myself.
Man, I tell you, I haven't read The Stand. I have tried lifting the hardcover version.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not a short book.
You need a block and tackle to pick that damn thing up.
Well, um, I have it on Kindle, so it's kind of small. Um, but yeah, like I don't know what it is. I like the part with the global pandemic and everything and this sort of weirdly apocalyptic wasteland that everyone tries to survive in for a while. But when they start congealing into those two groups where all of a sudden it's good versus evil, I'm like, eh. And it gets weirdly churchy, and I didn't never really understood what the fuck happened at the climax of the story. Like, I mean, I understood, but I also didn't.
Well, wasn't
Like,
somebody worshiping something somewhere?
well, like the guy that was organizing the other people, the ones that weren't with the old lady, he was like supposed to be the devil or something. And
Okay,
and
yeah.
and and for some reason a bunch of the guys from the like the old lady's place, they have to go walking to like face him, and then like they all just get blown up in a nuclear explosion that would have happened even without them.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow this defeated the devil or some crap. I don't know. I never understood that fucking book.
Well, I don't understand most Stephen King, to tell you the absolute truth. I'm surprised that I was able to read as much as I did of the Dark Tower series.
I've never read any of those.
I actually enjoyed them. I read the first four, I think. And then I was waiting for the next one, and I never saw it, and I never saw it, and I never saw it, and years went by, and now I understand that they've all been published and the whole bit, and I don't know, maybe I'll go out and buy some. I don't know.
I don't even know what they're about. But I gather that the bad guy from The Stand, like, is in a lot of his other books. He's clearly the magician because he has the same name, the magician from On the Eyes of the Dragon, and I believe he might be in the Dark Tower as well.
Okay, okay.
Like, as
They,
in, might be the big bad of the Dark Tower.
yeah, the one thing that kind of turned me off on Stephen King, and it did show up in the Dark Tower series in the first book. Um, but after the story got going, not it didn't show up again. But for some stupid reason, King had this thing about putting incest scenes into his plots where they absolutely did not belong. And I'm thinking, what the hell is this doing here? It doesn't advance the plot or anything. Why? Um,
Because it's supposed to creep you out. It's Stephen King. That's why.
okay, it's just like, what the hell, man?
But like though, I don't know. He's very hit or miss for me.
Okay,
I liked him better when I was younger,
okay, okay.
but now reading it, it's just I don't know. I'm not scared by any of it, and never was.
Or
In fact,
neither
it's
am I.
really difficult for a book to scare me. Like for that, I need audio and
Yeah,
visuals.
yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Stephen King is as Stephen King does, I guess.
Okay,
I don't know.
then. Okay.
But yeah, though reading a book about a pandemic during a pandemic isn't the smartest thing in the world. But I remember when the pandemic first started and I was like browsing Netflix because I was bored, like everybody, and Outbreak was trending.
Okay.
Imagine Outbreak.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it, but it was still funny.
Yep. Oh, I remember you coining the cerveza virus.
Oh, I'm sure someone said that before I did. I
Okay.
mean, then again, I mean, it's such an easy joke that the convergent evolution is almost inevitable.
Uh, uh. Okay,
Like,
Jack.
okay, you got all those people. Oh, you're saying goodbye to Jackson Heathen?
Now, Jackson says incest. Try VC
Oh,
Andrews. Just saying. I do not
I
know
know that
VC Andrews at
name.
all.
Like young adult fiction. But oh, what the hell was I gonna say? Something about pandemic and fuck. I don't remember now.
Pandemic, Stephen King.
Stephen King, Outbreak, and Trendy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you know how people are saying, "Oh, we totally have to investigate the origin. We have to go into Wuhan and look at the lab and this, that, and the other thing." And I'm like, I would actually be in favor of it if I didn't think that the right wanted to do it just to have a scapegoat, just to turn China into the next USSR, because I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make China into the enemy in the next Cold War. And for that reason alone, I don't want them to go into Wuhan. But like they're probably gonna. And I do see the merits of going in and making sure this doesn't happen again. But I really don't trust their motives. I believe they're doing this specifically to make China into an enemy.
Uh huh. Well, I thought it was already settled. No, I thought that it was determined that
Oh,
there was no lab signature on the virus. I know.
no, everything I've been hearing went exactly the opposite way, is that
Oh,
it was
okay.
almost certainly from a lab. But I mean, the point is that whether it was or not, they're using that to sort of gin up China hatred and fear. They want a Cold War with China.
Yeah, well, an Armageddon on that side of the world as well. Yeah, but nothing will replace the one and the only Armageddon over in the Middle East. But that's another.
The hell are you talking about?
Well, the way the fundies want um, an Armageddon such that Jesus will come back.
No, it's not even about that. It's about how the military industrial complex wants more wars so they can sell more bombs.
Okay, then. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're like, okay, so now China's the bad guys. So now everyone has to be on alert like we were back when we were all scared of Russia. There's going to be duck and cover drills before much longer if this is the direction they keep headed. I really hope that saner heads prevail and any investigation is done like impartially through like multiple sources, some sort of blind test thingy lab. What am I thinking of here? Double blind type
Oh,
test
okay. Moo,
thing,
moo.
with independent investigators to make sure of all this stuff so they can't be used politically, is my point.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're hoping that saner heads will prevail, but remember now where we are,
Yeah,
and
but that doesn't mean I
sane
can't
and
hope.
U.S. just don't go together.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't hope.
Eh,
Doesn't mean I can't agitate for it.
indeed. Oh man, atheist pastor says there's already a Cold War with China. Been happening for years, especially in the Pacific and South China Sea. It's just that the U.S. are only now paying attention to what's been going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my point is that they want the kind of Cold War we used to have. Like you remember back in the 80s how many movies were like, fighting the commies and Russia was the bad guys and like just about freaking everything until around about 1989? I
Well,
mean, that is what they want. They want another Cuban Missile Crisis type of scenario.
yeah, and to where you, well, as you say, number one, sell more bombs, and number two, run to Jesus for help. Yeah,
So I
you got
mean,
both of them going.
this is why I really don't want an investigation into Wuhan unless it's done impartially. Like the US should not be involved because the US obviously has a stake in the outcome.
Mm.
I mean that alone should be a disqualifier for being part of an investigation if you're invested in one side winning.
Oh, you mean like the January 6th investigation?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying though,
Right.
it's yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Jackson has
If
another good question.
what?
Says, I think if you're one of the rare people to get infected after getting the vaccine, then any such symptoms wouldn't be nearly as bad. Well, it's not exactly phrased as a question, but
Well, I mean, I have opinions on this, but they're a little Dunning Krugery.
Okay. And then Jackson says the
Well,
conservatives always need a bad guy. Yeah. China,
yeah,
Russia, queers, whatever. Yeah. Uh huh.
this is what I'm saying. They're trying to turn China into that bad guy, that boogeyman. That's what they're trying to do. But what was the thing we were just saying with Jackson said a thing?
Oh, about the symptoms after getting the vaccine?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would imagine if you got the virus and it like you turned into a proper infection even after you got the vaccine, you probably still get sick as death when your immune system kicked into overdrive.
Okay,
I mean,
then.
it may not be full on, COVID, but when I got that second dose of the vaccine, I've never been more sick in my entire life, right? And it seems to me that if you got the virus and it started kicking your ass and your immune system kicked into overdrive like mine did, you'd probably feel like you had the worst flu ever, but you'd come out the other side and it would just be like you'd had flu.
Okay, then.
But like I said, that's a little Dunning Krugery. So, grain of salt the size of a phone book, people. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay?
Well, I mean, we've got two sides of the story over here because you were sick as death, and I pretty much escaped any of that horrible symptomatology. I mean, my arm hurt like hell, but I did not get the flu-like symptoms. So I guess a lot of that, I don't know, maybe depends on who you are and how you're built. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's probably for the best that for like the first day and a half, the only sound I could make was, and if anyone had been around, they might have heard me say, kill me if I'd been able to talk. So, it was pretty bad. I'm just saying, it was pretty bad. My reaction to
Mm.
that second dose. I mean, like, I cannot oversell. It's like seriously bad.
No, no, Mage just
Still glad
wonder.
I did it. Still glad I did it,
Oh
but
yeah, Mage just wonder how well the vaccine prevents issues such as heart and brain damage.
well,
I
if you had
thought
brain damage before you got the vaccine,
there you go. I thought I saw something that says it ameliorates some of that damage, but I'm not entirely sure.
I didn't
Um,
think COVID went after the brain meats. I thought it just did a number on the lungs and the heart.
uh, I've also heard cardiovascular issues.
Well, okay, but not so much neurological.
Because, well, what I'm going to do right here is COVID, brain.
Dane Bramage.
Yep. Dane Bramage, here we go.
Yeah. I think it's the power supply that's broken on my VR machine.
Oh my, okay. Oh, here we go. This is from Harvard. Um, it is clear that COVID can cause brain damage by direct infection, okay, encephalitis, by strokes, by lack of oxygen. It is also clear that when patients experience severe illness requiring an ICU stay, brain damage is likely to occur and its effects are typically obvious. Okay, now this is from Health Harvard Edu.
Okay.
The hidden long term cognitive effects of COVID-19 is the article's title. Um,
Well, all right.
and now it put up one of those stupid windows over the article. Thanks a lot.
I hate that crap, especially
Yeah.
when they've set it up on a timer or until you've scrolled a certain distance. So you're totally into what you're doing, you're absorbed, and then all of a sudden they decide, hey, let's piss you off.
Yes.
It's like who thought that was a good idea? Who thought that that was how to market successfully?
Yeah, especially stuff that is information that really should find its way around the public. Don't make it harder to get to it, kids. Really.
Oh, well, no, just in general, it's a pain in the ass when they do that. But like, I don't know.
Tayo
It,
Coros too.
the real problem is when it's behind a paywall. Usually when that thing pops over what you're reading, it's just, ooh, subscribe to us,
Well,
or do you want emails sent to you from us and this sort of thing. But then you go to like the New York Times or some crap. You've read your 3 free articles this month. Now you have to pay us $50, fucking shit.
yeah. Uh huh.
I
Yeah,
really,
I
really don't
agree.
like paywalls.
I agree, Hereticals. It says COVID info should never be behind a paywall. I agree entirely.
Uh,
And that's what Harvard wanted. They wanted the email address, and it's like, and sometimes they let you click away from the window and it'll go away, but this one would not, and it's like Jesus Christ. Oh, hi
yeah.
Nastex, how are you?
The
Um,
worst ones are where like there is a close button, but they sort of nestled it up in the corner somewhere and made it really unobtrusive.
hmm, I see we have a preacher here.
Do we?
Yeah, Nastex says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believe in him shall not perish but have eternity."
Two words there, Nest X. Prove it.
Uh-huh.
Those are my 2 words for you.
And don't come back with proof that it's not. Ours is the no hypothesis. We start from this position.
And also, more Bible quotes won't help. That is the claim, not the evidence.
Ding, 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 ding.
Can you tell we've done this before?
No, never. Mage says, now that you gave me a pop up, I'm really not interested in joining your shitty newsletter. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I probably wasn't going to unless you really impressed me, but now I'm definitely not, whether you impress me or otherwise.
Uh huh.
Bitches.
I don't know.
What? What don't you know?
Oh, these whole pop up windows and all that other heavy
Oh,
garbage. Yeah, it's like
I
Jesus.
thought it was commentary on my use of the word bitches.
Moo. Moo, 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 moo. I have
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea at all, but that's okay. Oh my.
Uh,
I had
well,
my I had my General Tso's chicken for breakfast this morning, so I'm happy.
I had to go to the bank, and on the way back, I decided to stop in at, Panda Express of all places, and I got Beijing beef and Kung Pao chicken,
Oh,
which I really
yum.
is they weren't very spicy, but they're spicy enough to leave that afterburn. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like kind of spicy food.
That, though, it kind of sounds to me like an episode of the TV Batman, Da 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 Kung Pow da 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 da. No, huh?
Uh, I think there's a movie called that.
What, Kung Pao?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yep, there it is.
Colleen, I'm starting to wonder. I may have to look this up and see what's up. Colleen wonders how Nestex found the stream. I have a feeling that there are bots out there that will identify um, Oh my. Okay, then that will identify streams that are running based on criteria or something like that that you enter.
There we go. Yeah, so Kung Pao, like I said.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, Mage.
Mage, birdie bed?
Well, I guess Mage is putting another birdie to sleep.
Oh, that poor bird. Is it sick?
Well, as in Dreamland, as in Night Night.
Oh. Isn't that usually just draping a cover over the cage or some crap?
Pretty much.
Okay. Doesn't seem like that much of a chore.
I might have to cross the room.
Oh, dear. That involves getting up, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I mean, I suppose you could crouch, but that seems like it would take more effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Atheist Pastor says the fundies are going after anything with pride in it today. Good old Christian love and tolerance.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I
If
have,
they have like a queer centric pride and prejudice,
I don't
you know,
know.
gay pride and prejudice.
I don't know. Hmm.
To the internet machines, gay pride and prejudice. Well, I didn't want a PDF, but it looks like someone wrote a story.
Okay, then.
Yeah, there's a book. Doesn't It's historical fiction. Okay, sure. Well, someone did it anyway.
Well, Jackson says the entire Bible is a loaf of dog excrement. But go ahead and convince me that snakes can talk, that you can live in a big fish, or that Noah's magic ark makes more sense than Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh my, oh my. You know, this is the thing. Um, it wouldn't be as much, I'm thinking personally anyway, it wouldn't be as much of a problem if people understood that the Christian Bible was not a monolithic history textbook. Wait a minute. Pride and Prejudice zombies. Okay.
Pride and Prejudice on Zombies, yes.
This is real?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Came It came out in 2016.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they have ninjas versus zombies.
Okay, I can somehow see that happening.
They need to do like ninjas versus pirates versus zombies versus aliens, and you know what? What the heck? Throw in one dragon that's just out for itself.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm firmly convinced that as far as, or at least the majority of the Old Testament is concerned, that the people who wrote a whole bunch of that stuff knew that they were writing fairy tales. That the people who borrowed Genesis 1, 2, and 3, for example, knew that that was not real. That was mythology. The people who wrote of David and Goliath knew that this was not real and the whole bit like this. But now
Jonah and the really big fish.
you got it. Hmm. And
Yeah.
what you've got now are people who have mistakenly chosen to use that badly edited anthology as the basis of their claim to authority over everybody else. And now it has to be real as far as they are concerned. So they have to twist themselves into pretzels to make the claim that this shit actually happened.
Well, there was a time in this world when religions were not dick sizing contests, but then the Christians showed up.
Oh well, that too.
I mean, like I never really heard too many wars being fought between, say, Rome and Egypt over who had the better gods. I think they might have fought for other reasons, but not that.
Well, didn't a lot of the cultures borrow each other's gods? I mean,
Well, the Greeks and the Romans certainly.
yeah, I was just about to mention them. I believe it was the Romans who borrowed the Greek gods because their own were boring.
Well, and I don't really know exactly how it spread around Scandinavia, but they've got that pantheon of theirs, and it wouldn't shock me to discover that Danish Odin isn't the same as Swedish Odin.
Okay, yeah.
But I haven't looked into that part. It's like, no, our rainbow bridge to Valhalla has the colors in this order, you bastards.
Yeah, there you are.
I mean, that's the kind of bullshit people fight over when they're religious. It's nutty. You should be fighting over reasonable earthly things like the superiority of Star Wars over Star Trek, you bastards.
There you are.
I mean,
Man.
really.
And the okay, let's see, an apocalypse where Shatner figures in as Satan, right?
Oh, no, 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 no. He would never rise to such heights. He'd be a lowly minion.
Okay.
Probably in charge of gluttony, sloth, and pestilence.
There you go. There you go. Okay, atheist pastor says the Jews wrote the Old Testament around 5 to 600 BCE using local legends. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
It's.
I thought
I just want to know what poor fucker was in charge. Okay, the people that memorize the Bible word for word for word, those dedicated mofos.
Yeah.
Like I feel so sorry for the person who wrote, but even worse, the person who memorized all of the begats.
Yeah.
I mean, and imagine if you think you have the Bible perfectly memorized, but you missed one.
Frame shift error.
It's like you jumped from Jebediah to.
It disappeared, honey. I don't think it's me this time. Okay. Let's have a look here. Let's see if I can. Okay, let's do this. Alrighty. I don't know if she can hear me or not. Okay. She dropped out, so she might be coming back. We're gonna find out. There we go. Yay. Yeah, Kate dropped out. I guess she's got a little bit of a problem here. Let's see if she can come back and see what happens from there. This was getting nice and interesting and everything else. Yeah, well, Jackson's got a point there. Actually, we can forget V.C. Andrews. The Bible already has enough incest. Yeah. Oh, and Jackson remembers a long, long time ago. Yeah, he can still remember when Bionic Dan's used to read the Bible for us, so we didn't have to. I don't know if everybody in the side chat knows about this one, by the way. But Junk Shop Library is busily reading the Bible for us, so we don't have to. You might want to tune into their channel. Because I tell you, they has a really good method of commenting, shall we say, on the content of the Old Testament. They just finished up Daniel, so the minor prophets start up with the next show. Let me look that up and see if I can't find it. Let's see, YouTube. I know it's got to be in here. All right. Diukorostu. Yes, is the egg on the fleek we got going over here. Now, I would like very much if everybody would have a look in the side chat here. And everybody tune into Junk Shop and their absolute wonderful channel. And give them a good kick in the subscription, in the subscripticators. There we go. There we go. See how that is. No, Mage, we're not already at the end. Kate seems to have lost a connection. She had said earlier that she was having some problems with the network, and this may be part of that problematic stuff. Oh, yay, thank you, Rome, thank you. And what I will also do, if it's okay here, if I can find her, I will go looking for Junk Shop's partner, who has a channel of her own. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Ah, found it. Look at that. And here we go. Yeah, let's get this. Let's get this stuff going here. And this is Julie's channel. He's got some good stuff too. And the other thing that Junk Shop is doing is reading the Book of Mormon. So that's also a bunch of fun. And thank you, Jackson. Thank you. Thank you for the subscriptication to Junk Shop there. And yeah, I'm sure that they'll appreciate you showing up. And got some really good stuff going, really. And it's just a whole bunch of fun. And we'll see how that goes and how that is. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, so let's. We're going to wait a little while yet. See if. Kate can kick the box in just the right place to get it working. I'm going to check my mail in case she's able to send mail to me. If she's able to, she hasn't. And if she's not able to, well, that's okay too. Oh, yay. It is the Og and it is the Foo. Oh, Mage is planning on making stuffed tomatoes tonight. Ooh, that looks tasty. Yay. Yeah, now you remind me. I think I've got a couple tomatoes in the defriginator, and I have to wonder. I have to wonder if they're still okay or if they are just a little too ripe. I will look at those later, and what I probably should do at one point or another is, as long as I'm in the kitchen doing some cleaning up and stuff and washing dishes and stuff like that. Just sort through the stuff in the defriginator, because I'm sure there's some stuff in there that's past past its date. Oh my! Mage grew those tomatoes bred specifically for stuffing. How do you like that? Oh my, it's just horrible over here at the Lavender headquarters. It's just not, I don't eat as much as I have. And some of it is, I've been cutting down on the food to lose the weight, which I wanted to do. And some of it is, just not hungry. And that may be other problems going on. I don't know. Oh, I like the name of those tomatoes. They're even called Get Stuffed Tomatoes. Yeah, bunch of these and thous like the KJV. Well, because, yeah, he was trying to. Oh, look who's back.
Yeah, my internet went all flowy.
Oh, but we've got you back. Yay!
I blame Trump.
Yeah, it's a good thing to blame. Definitely.
Yeah.
Major's
But
talking
I
about.
have Xander on my lap.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, he's a content looking kitty.
Meow, meow.
So what was Mage saying?
Say again, honey.
You said something about Mage was saying something.
Yeah, Major's gonna make some stuffed tomatoes for dinner, and the tomatoes are
What?
the tomatoes are bred specifically to be stuffed, and they are even
With
called get stuffed tomatoes.
with
He didn't say. What are they gonna
oh,
stuff? What are you gonna stuff them with, honey?
cheese. like
Mm,
like one of those white soft cheeses, like a Monterey Jack kind of thing.
actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Or
Um,
yeah,
I
like a
re-
creamier cheese, but not actually cream cheese.
yes, I rather like cottage cheese and tomatoes.
No, Grody.
Well, it's
We've been
white.
over this.
It's
Cottage cheese, tapioca, any food that comes in beads that isn't Skittles or Nerds is just wrong. Well, okay, M&Ms and Reese's, but you know what I'm getting at.
there you go.
You
Oh
know,
my.
it's like my food should come in like a connected blob or in grains like rice. It should never be this amorphous blob that clearly has like nodules in it. You know, my food should not have anything I can describe as a node. I'm just saying.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. I don't know. Yeah, it would be not all that easy for me to cook for you, wouldn't
It would be really easy. You just have to restrain yourself a little.
it? Plenty of kishka.
That would be
That's the blood sausage.
thanks, no.
How about chicken paprikash with many much?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okra.
You know, I've never had it. I don't
What?
even really know exactly what it is. The few times I remember seeing pictures, it looked sort of like those primitive bananas with the seeds the size of almonds.
Yeah, pretty much. There you go. Miniature. Yeah. I tried growing that stuff once. It's a lot more trouble than it's worth.
Okay. Okra K.
Yep. Well, what was the one film Steve Martin appeared in it, I believe, wasn't it? Where you had Okra Cola?
Oh gosh, I don't know. That sounds only vaguely familiar.
I has to up to this to looking to making.
Hmm.
Let's see. Gotta be in here. Um, Okra Cola, Steve Martin.
Okra Cola. That just sounds horrid. I'll try here.
Did you find it?
It says all commercials a Steve Martin special, 1980.
Okay, because I was thinking it was a film, but I must be wrong about that.
Well, it is. It's but not a movie, like not narrative fiction. Apparently,
Okay.
it's his
Agfu.
third NBC special. Had a lot of people in it. Like Pee Wee Herman is in it. And why do I know the name Anne Lockhart? Anne
I
Lockhart.
I
Why do I know
don't
that?
know.
Like I know
Um,
who June Lockhart is, but why do I know Anne
yeah,
Lockhart?
I was about to mention June Lockhart.
They're probably related. Have you ever noticed how many like children of actors become actors?
Uh-huh.
Oh, she was on the West Wing. That explains it.
Agfu. Okay.
I watched the crap out of the West Wing.
Oh, and it is okay, she is June Lockhart's daughter.
And apparently she was on an episode of Airwolf.
Moo.
Oh, more than one. Wow. Okay. And she played different characters each time. That always amuses me when they recycle actors. I mean, it's easier on a sci-fi show when you can stick alien makeup on them and no one's the wiser. But when it's set on Earth in present day, it just sort of seems cheesy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when she was on Battlestar Galactica, she played Sheba. Okay, okay. Now I know why I know her name.
Okay then.
Oh, and apparently she was on Lassie as well.
Okay.
Wait. Well, I mean, her mom was on Lassie, right?
Right.
Like her mom was the mom on Lassie,
Uh-huh. But not
and
Lassie's
she
mom.
played. Well, and she played little girl.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to the what's his face who played the kid.
Oh,
Oh,
Timmy.
he's still acting, but it all looks like really shitty stuff. Yeah, child actors have really tough lives sometimes.
Indeed, indeed.
I don't know.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm actually kind of amazed that June Lockhart is still around.
Is she?
Yeah, born
She's got to be like 1.5 million years old.
95.
That's what I said.
Let's see, her birthday is 25 June.
Ow, 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 Xander, you little bastard. Yeah. Oh, she was born in New York City. Hmm.
That's a little bit of territory there.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Yes, dear.
I don't know. I just it seemed like we were quiet too long, and we are on the air. I don't think people want to see us just sit there and wool gather.
Okay, then.
But I don't
Um,
really have a topic.
it's. I don't know if I have one either, to tell you the absolute truth. Um, Lost in Space. Yeah, that's a good topic. Ha! Yeah, sure.
I've tried to watch that, but I don't know if just the episodes degraded that badly or they were filmed that badly, but it was nigh unwatchable. It like the sound quality was so bad that you could barely tell what people were saying through the white noise.
Okay, I don't know because I have not tried to watch an episode of that since it was a first run, really.
Well, I wasn't around for that.
Um, memory
What?
serves, the first few episodes were filmed in black and white, so
Yeah. But I mean, point being is like, I wanted to see if I could get into it because it does seem like the kind of show I'd enjoy. But I couldn't watch it just on a technical level because it was that bad.
mm,
I
um,
really should. Like, someone directed me to a website a while ago that has these like pretty decent quality, like uploads of Blake Seven, which I only watched like the first episode, and I was getting into it. I want to watch more. I should dig up that website again.
okay then. Yeah, Lost in Space was pretty campy. I mean, from day one, it was almost like a sci-fi Batman, to tell you the absolute truth. But
Well, I mean, if you want to talk campy, Blake Seven, the spaceship, is like someone Xeroxed a picture of a spaceship and colored it in and put that on the screen,
Okay, then.
and that was their special effects.
I mean, one big drawing card that Lost in Space had was watching Angela Cartwright go through puberty.
Angela Cartwright. I should know that name. No, wait, I'm thinking of Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah, that's her sister,
Really?
I think. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they could be around about the same age, more or less, but I don't think she's from the UK. Younger sister of Veronica Cartwright, but not Nancy.
Okay. I blew it. Yeah, I got that one wrong then. Yeah,
I
okay. So
really
it's
don't like Veronica Cartwright. Like seriously, I cannot stand her. She has one thing, and that is crying. I've never seen a movie where she's played someone who didn't burst into tears. I've never seen her play someone with any kind of courage whatsoever. She's always played the one who breaks down.
moo.
And after a while, that gets irritating. It's kind of like Will Smith's kid. The only expression he has is this like kicked puppy dog thing he does with his eyebrows.
Okay.
Like seriously, like someone even made this like animated GIF of morphing between each of his roles, and it's the same expression every time.
Okay, then. Oh, okay. Now, Jackson says I get good quality episodes of Lost in Space on a local TV channel, but it's really lame. Yeah, it is lame.
Well, that's a separate issue. Uh-oh.
Tayo Korostu?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess if there it goes. Sorry, the page was taking too long to load, and I thought my internet had gone down again. Okay,
Whoops.
Nancy Cartwright was born in Dayton, Ohio, which is really kind of far from the UK.
Kinda, yeah.
So I don't think they're related.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got the wrong two Cartwrights put together. Yeah. No, as soon as you said Veronica Cartwright, it all fell into place.
Yeah. Oh shit! Did you know that Nancy Cartwright's a Scientologist?
Yeah, I may have seen that somewhere. Yeah, for some stupid reason, um, the animated stuff from that period in history seems to have attracted the Scientologists.
It's
Because,
very
yeah,
strange.
you've got her with The Simpsons, and how many of the what's the name of that show with Eric Cartman? Um,
South Park?
thank you. How many of the South Park cast? I know that Isaac Hayes was a Scientologist. I don't know if there was anybody else in that cast.
Well, I know that the guys that created the show were Mormons,
Yeah, huh.
but I don't know about Scientologists.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Well, Jackson, absolutely correct. Jackson says talk about horrible child actors. Billy Mooney from Lost in Space really sucked.
Yeah, but he kind of redeemed himself as Lanier in Babylon 5.
Okay then.
He did. But like I'm not sure I've seen him in anything but those two. And I've barely seen Lost in Space. So I really only know him as Lanier on Babylon 5, which you really should watch. I mean, you, Diana, you really should watch Babylon 5.
I don't know. I might work out a way to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was hmm. You know, I don't like DS9 that much. It's mostly because of the Ferengi. I find them deeply annoying.
Okay then.
But I don't know. What did he play? I could almost see him as a really short Vulcan.
Hmm.
I don't know. He'd make a really interesting Cardassian. I couldn't buy him as a Klingon.
Okay.
And Dorian. You don't see them use the Andorians much, do they?
No, that's right.
I guess because, let's face it, they are a little ridiculous.
Hmm.
I mean, they're blue skinned aliens with weird buttercup looking antennae. I mean, like, could they be more pulp?
Right.
You know, but they're a remnant from the original show, which obviously sucked. And so it came out of that era. And back then, it was par for the course. You know, I mean, hell, one episode of that show, they tried to convince people that a dog with a unicorn horn was an alien, you know.
Yeah.
But like, it just, in this day and age, I don't know.
Moo.
I guess they just, you know, you look at the Andorians and they look silly now. They conjure up images of like Flash Gordon and stuff.
Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
You have to watch Flash Gordon. It is.
No, I don't.
It's hilarious.
I do not need to see that. I can go the rest of my life and die happy, never seeing Flash Gordon.
But it's hilarious. Jeez, man.
And yet, I have no desire whatsoever to see it. Like, you know, I'm not prudish, but I don't want my audiovisual entertainment to be too terribly prurient.
uh,
Like have you seen Ted? Of course you haven't.
of course. I
Paul?
huh?
No. Okay. How about Sausage Party?
Uh-uh.
Ay. Okay, well, that's as dirty as I want my movies to get. No dirtier. So, to anyone else watching, those of you who are actually sophisticated and partake of the cinematic arts, oh, you people will know what I'm talking about, as opposed to some of these Luddites who don't appreciate fine art. You see?
But who could you be talking about? I have no idea.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Moo.
I those like tribbles and stuff. They're weird, aren't they?
Yes.
I'm not sure I ever saw that episode.
There were some serious drugs involved with that one.
Well, I actually briefly, like, apparently he's a bit capricious. Had the guy who wrote it as a Facebook friend, David Gerald.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we never really talked about tribbles, but I do know he's a bit of a weirdo.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, the main reason that I even know he exists is because, like, I was explaining to a friend of mine how, being adopted and all, I just didn't feel like I fit in very well, like I was from another planet or something. And she's like, read this book. I was like, why? What is it? She goes, read this fucking book. I was like, why? What is it? She goes, read this book. It's about a sci-fi author who adopted a kid who insists he's from Mars. You'll relate. Trust me. And I was like, okay. And I read the book, and yeah. And then they made a really shitty movie out of it with John Cusack as the dad. It didn't work, especially since the original story, the author's gay. So, like, there's that, because John
Oh,
Cusack
right.
was straight in the movie. But even if that weren't an issue, it's just, oh, they didn't do a good job with it.
Okay, then.
But that's why I know that the writer of The Trouble with Tribbles is because a friend of mine made me read that book.
Oh, this is interesting. Jackson says my favorite character from Alien was the orange cat.
Yeah, Jonesy.
Mm.
I like Jonesy too.
Meow.
There's a whole like comic series they did about what Jonesy did after he got left on the station.
Okay, then.
Well, because at the beginning of Aliens, Ripley left him behind.
I didn't remember that. Okay.
Yeah. There's also a bunch of other like deleted scenes. Maybe it happened in one of those, but I don't think so. I think it was in the original. Some of the deleted scenes really add something. They really clear some things up too.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for some stupid reason, I thought that. Um, what was her name again? Character's name?
What, Ripley?
Ripley, that's it. I thought that Ripley took Jonesy with her at the end of Alien, but.
Yeah, and then at the beginning of Aliens, she leaves Jonesy on the station when she goes back to LV-426.
Okay, Agfu. Okay, Moo.
Yeah. And then they did a whole comic series about Jonesy and what Jonesy did after that.
Okay, it took over the world.
Something like that. He is a cat after all.
Okay, then. Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, so.
He is not annoying. I is not annoying anything.
We're well aware of that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, dear.
Now I'm just thinking about what it like if I'm able to replace a power supply myself, or if I have to take that stupid computer in.
What, a PC?
Yeah.
Well, I have not encountered any major troubles or anything replacing the power supply in a PC. The only thing I've had to deal with is I think there was one point at which I kind of had to disassemble most of the computer in order to get the old power supply out and the new one in.
I should just take it in. See, the thing is, if the problem wasn't the power supply, usually the mouse and the keyboard have light up bits that stay lit up even when the computer's off. And they're not lighting up even though the thing's plugged in. So I think the power supply is frilled. But weirdly enough, if I hit the power button, it turns on and everything works like normal, except that the computer doesn't turn on. It doesn't make that opening beep or anything. It just lights up and the fans start going. The monitor doesn't react, nothing. No BIOS checks, nothing. I think it's a problem with the
Alrighty.
power supply. I think not enough power is getting to the computer.
I hope that's the problem.
It's still not going to be cheap to fix it, especially since I know me, I'm all thumbs. I should bring it in and not risk destroying the whole thing.
Well, I mean, taking it somewhere might know some things to go troubleshooting for, things that you or I might not know right offhand. Because, I
Well,
mean,
also,
hmm?
I don't know if replacing a power supply might be out of my pay grade.
Probably
I'm just
not,
saying.
but probably not.
Well,
But
I'm all thumbs. I keep explaining to people I do computer art because I can save and hit undo. You can't really do that if you're mucking about with like those little very very bendable pins on motherboards. You know what I mean?
mm,
I'm not the person to be fucking with those things.
I forget. Have you built a computer?
No,
Oh, I thought you had. Okay, okay,
no.
okay.
I'm software people, not hardware people.
Agfu. Okay, so that does make a bit of a difference there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I need food.
Food.
Although that might just be the weed talking.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Have you counted up your caloric intake for the day?
No, I'm not even sure what I've eaten today.
Maybe dinner isn't a good. Maybe dinner is a good idea.
Maybe, but then again, I've also had a fair amount of this weed, and that might be why I'm so incoherent.
I was just about to say, yeah, maybe it's all that weed that's making you forget what you had for food.
Well, I mean, I know I had a little bit of pasta, but I'm convinced I had something before that. Actually, I had a little coffee because I'm out of Red Bull again. Actually, I'm out of coffee now, too. I'm going to have to go to the store.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. You're gonna have to leave the house.
Yeah, there's that. For some reason, like I know wearing a mask is not that big of a chore, but it feels like one, and it makes me less willing to go out.
Okay, moo, moo.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I know that's bullshit, but it's just a feeling.
Alrighty, it's a Russian rocket coming in to get you, huh?
No, I'm just backing up.
Okay. It is the Og and it is the Fu, so we're good with that. Oh my,
Hmm,
oh my. Boy, nobody has said anything in the side chat for a while.
that's because they're stupefied by my brilliance.
Yes, yes, it is true.
So We have a couple of options. I can either eat while a microphone is on, or we can end and I can go eat without the
I
microphone on.
I suppose that it might not be a bad idea just to kind of begin to put the
Yeah.
wrap on begin to put the wrap on this because I've been yawning lately and I have a feeling that well, I have more than a feeling actually, more than a feeling.
Stop that, you.
I have a feeling though that I might have to get under the pedina and curl up.
What?
Get under the pedina and curl up with the
The
kitty.
Purina? What the fuck's a Purina?
That is a specific memory of a wonderful blanket.
A memory of a blanket.
Yeah, it's one of those feather filled comforters that's about like 8 inches thick.
Sounds remarkably like a blanket to me. What's the memory part?
Oh, how comfy and warm it was. I mean, the one I've got right
Wait,
now,
wait, 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 wait. So we're talking about something you don't currently have.
the one I currently have in its own way reminds me of that other one, but
Oh,
I wish I did have the cash for one like the other one.
sure.
I mean,
Um,
I spent $30 for this one, or $35 for this one. To have one like the one I remember would probably cost $200 or $300.
okay. I'm gonna get food now.
Yummy and tasty food, huh?
Yeah. Bye,
Well,
everybody.
take care, honey, and okay. If not before then, hopefully I'll see you Sunday, huh?
Yup. Bye.
Oh my! And then here I am here, and yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start to wrap this stuff up, and if nobody minds, I do want to say that I want to thank everybody who's here, and I want to thank everybody who's not here. I love the fact that you folks keep coming back every time. You keep me going, and I love it. I love to be appreciated, and you folks do a really good job of that. And as long as you keep appreciating, I guess as long as I'm alive, I guess I can keep coming back and keep it coming. Huh? How's that sound? Um, so this is June, and new month, new stuff to do, and hopefully we can get some decent stuff going and see what happens. In a little over 2 weeks, I'll be seeing my doctor, and then I can let you guys know what's going on with that. Um, but until then, I I do want to say thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.